Guilty Gear Strive character design tier list coming from a newer Guilty Gear Strive player. I'm going in and judging every single one of these characters' designs, going from S tier to mid all the way down to D tier. Let's get into it.
Take it one step at a time.
Now, like I said, I'm a newer Guilty Gear Strive player, so I might be a little bit biased towards a lot of these characters, but honestly, that's what this whole tier list is about. This is all subjective and opinion-based anyways, on my opinion on the designs of the characters, how cool they are, just how awesome they are, you know what I'm saying? But before we even start, first I want to know down below, let me know who is your main in Guilty Gear Strive and where do they end up on this tier list later. I want to know down below. Don't be offended if your main is D tier. It's not my fault they're kind of a trash design. Subscribe here for more fighting game content and let's get right into it. Soul, bad guy, first and foremost. Honestly, not bad. He's not, I don't think he's S tier. I think he's a, you know, normal, chill, everyday, average design, but just a little bit above that. I'm gonna put Soul at A. I like his design, I like his weapon usage, I like his persona, I like him. All right, so it's probably typical for a lot of beginners to play Kai. That's your boy here. I main Kai as a beginner to kind of learn the foundations of Guilty Gear Strive, but his design as a whole, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's okay. It's just a normal king with a sword, you know. This dragon install is probably, you know, if we were to include that, probably way higher. But as normal base foundation Kai, honestly, he's pretty basic. He's pretty mid. I'm gonna put him at just below mid though, because like there's probably more mid characters out there. He's so cool. He's my mid. I love him. Design wise, C. Now, the idea of Mei is actually super interesting. I don't think she's quite S, but I do think she's cool because of the anchor, because of the dolphins and the seal, the moveset there. The design as a whole is pretty interesting. You're not going to see every day, you know, a girl like that holding what probably a 2-ton anchor like that and swinging around like a freaking flimsy sword. So I'm going to go with Soul. I'm not quite mid, just right above that. Now, I like Axel. Again, I do. I like a lot of these characters. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to probably say that a lot during this video. But I do like Axel. His design-wise, though, seems pretty basic. Some of you guys might be going, no, he's way cooler in the movie. You're like, I don't care. Design-wise, right off the bat, on the surface, design for Axel, he's gonna be our very first mid. He's not bad. I mean, I like him. He's cool. I like some of the things on him, but like as a base character, he's pretty mid. You know what I'm saying? He's just pretty mid. You know what? That entire pitch I think also applies towards Chip. Not bad, not great. Fast ninja with the sash and the cool look. It is cool, but it's not quite above mid. It's cool. It's still mid. Let me pause real quick and say that mid is not a bad thing. Mid is literally mid-dole. Not bad, not amazing. They're a solid design. So if your main is in mid, just know that they're a good design. They're solid. They're not bad. I'm probably gonna get comments about the pronunciation of this name, but Potemkin, that's how I say it. So if you guys, Potemkin, I love his design. How cool is it? Super unique. Like, you don't see a lot of characters on the roster like him like at all. Not even close. So I'm gonna put him S. That's a solid design. Just like the look of him is super dope. And real quick, I know a lot of you guys might be saying, but their movesets, because no, I get that. If we include their movesets, this would probably be a very different, you know, tier list. We're doing strictly design. Speaking of design, I have never seen a character quite as unique as Faust. This guy's S. This guy is wild. When I saw that, I was like, whoa. I don't even know what's going on. This guy, I've never seen in any game a character like this. Super unique. Mwah, S. You say Malia, I say Milia. Who cares? I'm gonna say Milia. We're gonna put her. She's. The hair is cool. I like the hair, but we've seen moving hair before. She's just I don't know. I'm gonna put it with Kai. Again, she's just below mid in the sense of like, I feel like they could have done more. She's not terrible, but she's not even quite like basic enough, I feel like. I mean, again, I like her, but for the record, this is a pretty even so far tier list we're going with. Now, Zato, I actually like him a lot. He's actually really cool. I think he's just above mid. I think he could have been worse to make him mid, but there's just a couple things about him that I like that put him just right above the midline. He's probably lower A, but I think he's still A. Ramlethal Valentine is actually, I'm sorry, her as a character, like base her, probably A or mid, you know what I'm saying? But you add the 2 giant swords that you can fling and explode, because that is part of her. That's part of her. So because of that, we're putting her up in S. It's just solid. Like you take a character like that and you're like, you know what would make her cooler? Let's add 2 giant swords that you can throw and explode. And that's that. We're gonna make that part of first. Like, yeah, okay, that's beautiful. Let's go. Leo. Leo is, I like a lot. Design wise, he's pretty mid. I mean, he's probably one of the cooler characters in my opinion, but again, on the surface base, he's just your normal, I'm the lion, I'm the king, like I'm a big buff dude. Like I get it, he's cool, but pretty mid. I fell in love with Nago right when I saw him. That guy is absolutely, yes, taking the idea, I know they're knightless, but you know, vampire, that guy is massive. His mask, his blood, oh dude, it's so sick. I'm probably biased here. I love him. He's S tier for me for sure. Now Giovanna, honestly, if you include her ally, the dog, the wolf, whatever, if we're including that, which I think we have to, because that's kind of part of her, how she comes out into the fight. If we're including that, then she's gonna be A. I mean, her by herself reminds me of probably Amelia, like pretty basic, but you include that and then like her persona, her look, it puts her above there. I mean, you don't see a lot of characters like that, so I'm gonna put her above A. Now, Anji Mito. I want to say this guy's pecs alone put him in A, but he kind of reminds me of just the male version of Katana from Mortal Kombat. You know, the fans and the wind and the moveset. I mean, it's dope. Don't get me wrong. I love Anji. Anji? I don't know. But I don't think there's anything super crazy unique that puts him above mid. Again, mid is solid. You know who you are. You know, Anji being mid is solid design. I just don't see anything that makes him super crazy unique and puts him above it on the base surface level of design. You know, to be fair to Guilty Gear Strive, so far we're halfway through, give or take a little bit over that, and we don't have any D characters in my opinion so far. So honestly, so far design wise, we have a solid roster. Props to you, Guilty Gear, man. This is sick. All right, now Ino's design. Honestly, the design is actually pretty sick. You take the guitar, the hat, the outfit, the look. I don't think it's quite S. I don't think it's quite mid. I'm gonna put her in the A tier. There's a couple things that I would have changed, you know, that don't make her quite S, kind of like in the same tier as Potemkin, Faust, and others, but I think she's above mid. Again, I know the movesets would probably change this tier list because of the movesets, a lot of them are very unique, but again, we're going on base roster design, base look design, and Goldlewis, honestly, I think he's fine, he's cool, he's not my favorite when it comes to design-wise, a big, bearded, white-haired, old man-ish looking dude. Honestly, I kind of prefer the look. I'm gonna put him D. He might be our very D is like, it's hard because like he's still cool, you know. I get it, but on like the but again, like the base surface of design, I don't think I don't know. Maybe C. I mean, he's kind of in there with like Kai. I think he's just beneath them. I think he's just beneath them, in my opinion. Sorry to all you Goldlewis mains out there. It's not my fault. Jacko's actually very cool. I love the idea of Jacko. Her design is actually very unique in the way that they kind of brought her as a character, especially like with their minions, if you want to call them that. Kind of the same thing as Ramlethal up there. Honestly, you take her, add that, and then I don't know. I'm gonna say we're gonna just put her in an A. I don't think she's quite S. I think she's high A. I think she's high A. I just don't think she's quite S just yet. But you know who is an S without question, without a doubt in my mind, is Happy Chaos. That guy, dude, when I first saw him, I was like, whoa. Same thing when I saw like Nago and Faust. I was like, this guy is so sick. I can't play him. I think he's awesome, but just like the design by itself, the base surface level of design is so sick. I love the design for Happy Chaos. There are 2 big reasons to love Biken's design. Honestly, take away those 2 big reasons. You still got a female ninja with an eye patch. I think it's dope. It's not terrible. I think it's right above mid. I think she's probably like low A, high mid, but I do love the design. A person like Testament wearing a top hat, wielding a scythe with all the goo and stuff. Oh my god. Yeah, that right there is S tier. You don't see a lot of characters like that. The design is love the design for Testament for sure. Honestly, Bridget's cool. I like her as a character, so I say that a lot for all these characters, honestly, but I do mean it. They are cool and fun characters, but I'm trying to really rate this and the design only surface Bridget. Honestly, it's okay. It's bottom tier, but not, you know what I mean? Like they're like again, they're still cool and fun characters, but on the design level, I mean, it's just she's wearing a hoodie and like it's cool, but like that's all there is to it. Again, not a bad thing. It's just it is what it is. Sin is definitely cooler than Kai in my opinion. You got the eye patch, you got this weapon, you got his clothes he's wearing. I think he's still pretty basic. I'm gonna put him for mid. I'm gonna put him for mid, like a solid design, but I do think it is better than Kai. Sorry, Kai. Now, as of recording, we are getting Bedman or Bedman soon enough, so we're including him in this design tier list. And honestly, Bedman, whatever you want to say, is absolutely S tier. Like, you're telling me you're gonna look at that character and go, oh no, yeah, that's pretty basic. Of course not. Bedman is absolute S tier. Kind of like there with a Faust. You never see a character like that ever at all in any game ever. It's like, dude, that is just so sick. Honestly, props to Guilty Gear Strive for, in my opinion, having a lot of A and S tier. Most of their roster being above mid, A and S tier when it comes to design-wise. Again, my opinion, subjective, biased, I get it. Only a handful in the mid, only 2 in C, and only 2 in bottom. I think Potemkin, Faust, Ramlethal, Nago, Happy Chaos, Testament, and Bedman are so sick. All of those guys definitely belong in S tier. You know I'm right. This was a very fun tier list to do on the spot, you know, kind of improv the whole entire thing, kind of see where these characters ended up. But again, I want to know down below, who of your mains or your one main, let me know down below, where did they end up on this tier list, and do you agree or do you not agree? Let me know down below. For more Guilty Gear and fighting game content, subscribe here for more, because we have new videos Monday and Friday, and we stream at least twice a week. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, just take it one step at a time.